Hello, happy Tuesday
Happy Tuesday.
from ThinApp offices in Streeterville, Chicago, Illinois. I hope everybody's doing okay. We are doing good. Founder Ken Davis, Mark Anthony here, back with another video talking to you guys. We are still running a promotion where we are giving away a free app. So nobody commented on our last video.
Yeah, and our lowest apps are probably worth about $20,000 with just about any mid-level mobile app agency that you could go with, and would probably run you $40,000 to $50,000 with any top-level development house, and they are definitely top-level quality. So it's essentially a $40,000-$50,000 app. If you don't go to a top agency, I'm sure you can find a mid-level agency to make the same types of apps for about 20 grand. And we're giving it away for free.
And I will do a video on our YouTube channel. It's coming soon. I'm still working out some kinks on it. Getting a couple videos so I can post a few of them at once with pricing and talking about the giveaway as well. So that way you guys can look back at those videos. So we are going to start recording all of our live streams and posting them on our YouTube channel. So I will let you guys know. Stay tuned for that. All right, let me get
And in addition, we have about 17 mobile app solutions, sort of like templates, that we can adapt to just about any idea. In our experience, our 17 solutions, ThinApp solutions that we have, probably could make 60% of the apps in the world that people would want to make. So with that group of 17 different apps that we have, we can base your idea or what you're doing off of. We could probably make 60% of people's ideas right out the gates. The 40% that we can't make, 20% of that 40% typically is gaming, which we just don't do. That's not what we do. So that leaves another 20%. The 20% of apps that we don't really have anything pre-built for it fully, we typically have some of the features built. We rarely have to build any app fully from scratch. We're typically 70% of the way done with almost anybody, if not more.
And just like we talked about last week, exactly what he said, he's reiterating. We have different levels of apps that can be developed by our company, and some of them, I guess the most popular ones and the ones that are better for most people are going to be the semi-custom solutions, where, like he says, 70% of it is done, and then the rest is basically adding your touch and some unique touches to it. So basically today, we will, at the end of this video, we will have a keyword for you to put in the comment section, which will basically just enter you for the free app giveaway. So stay tuned all the way to the end. We'll put that in there. You leave a comment with it, and then we'll contact you March 6th and let you know if you won. You have a week to claim it, and we'll pick one of those solutions for you. So yeah, we want to talk about connecting, and in a professional way. So professional connecting. If you guys are here from Meetup, or if you're here just from the Instagram channel, then you can see our latest post. And what I mean by professional connecting, I think we have had experience where, we go out and network and we meet people and talk to people. But when you're doing it in a professional manner and you really want to connect with somebody versus just network with them, you actually are ready to do business. It's almost like you are at the stage in your business where you're always looking for new opportunities. And I believe there's people out there like that. So we just are trying to run into those people, because it would be a great thing to kind of invest a little bit in someone else's company, and then for them to also maybe invest in ours. That's one of the things that we're doing when we are doing this app giveaway too. Because if you think about it, by giving an app away, we obviously want it to be someone who's successful with the product. That way they can show other people what we're doing and what we're capable of.
They can also be a case study for us, one of many case studies that we're trying to put together. We try to make sure we work with the right clients and the right people, and thankfully we have made it to a point where we're good enough where we get to choose our clients. We don't just take a client just because they want an app. We have to make sure the client is the right fit for
Right.
us, and frankly, we probably turn away half of the apps that come to us as potential projects.
Yeah, so when I look at, professional connecting, and what I mean by that is a way of kind of marketing yourself a little bit. The three ways that I'm somewhat familiar with marketing is ads, and you can run an ad anywhere on TV, on Facebook, you can have a billboard. I'm also somewhat familiar with social media marketing, where most of the time you have like a professional social media page and you're communicating with followers. And then this professional connecting is what I like to do as well. And this probably is the most fun to me. So I look at ads as being a way to have a one-way street of marketing. You're basically showing someone an ad and they can't give you any immediate feedback on it. They're driving down the expressway, they see an ad, they're like, oh, I might check that out. That's kind of what I look at as an advertisement. With social media, you actually have a level of feedback, and I think this is why social media is so big. And I'm not talking about social networking, I'm talking about social media. I think most of the websites that we go on and we talk to friends have turned into media outlets, and not the same as networking when they initially came around, where it was just all networking. Now they're media, so keep that in mind. Same thing that we're doing right now, talking to you guys. But with social media, you do get a level of feedback from the advertisement or the marketing that you do there, because people can message you, people can direct message, DM you, people can write on your wall. So it's kind of nice to do social media marketing because you can see what's working almost real time. Also, a lot of the platforms like Instagram and Facebook actually give you insights to who's clicking on what ads, and they give you a lot of information in the analytics on the back end as well. But with professional connecting, this is a really unique one because I have a mentor and a couple different mentors that I talk to, and in this, the executives in the industry, any industry really, the executives, they work with people that they've connected with before. Those are the people who they tend to work with. Those are the people who they tend to trust with money, or tend to trust with information, company secrets, so on and so forth, etc. So the reason they trust them is because at some point they connected with this individual or this other company. It was almost like a quid pro quo, where they did something for them and they say, oh, okay, we'll do something for you. We like you guys. And maybe they split, separated ways. And then at some point they needed that service again. Or, another company that they were familiar with needed that service. And then they got back with that original company and said, hey, we worked with you guys before. Would you be able to help our partners out? Would you be able to help, a client that we just don't have time to help? Whatever it may be. So I think professional connecting is not like a merger or a true partnership, but it's almost like, hey, let's do something for you because we really like your company, and if you ever need anything from us, let us know. And I think that is what we're trying to do with this giveaway. This is something that we're trying to move into the next space that we're moving into. And I mean, we've already been doing this, but really this is what we solely want to do. We will run ads. We will have social media marketing, but we definitely want to connect with the community, the tech community. Actually, next week I'm going to be doing going to some workshops and just meeting people. Obviously, it's a little bit of networking, but I'm going to talk to them about our social media so they can come on and start looking at some of the stuff that we do. So that's kind of where I put professional connecting. I know it's kind of a weird term, a weird mix of words, but I wanted to do that on purpose. It's a little provocative. So, and like I said, obviously it's a little bit different than like an official partnership or an official merger. That is way more detailed than just hooking somebody up, pretty much. That's what you're doing when you're doing a professional connection. You're hooking somebody up, and in the hopes that down the line they may use you, they may mention your name again. And I think that works both ways too, because you may connect with somebody that, like you said, is kind of a case study where they really take our product, as an application that we create for them, and they take off with it and do great things, and that we can use to show other people kind of what the possibilities are with the stuff that we provide. So I think that's a really good way of getting out there in the marketplace.
And at the end of the day, a colleague who I met earlier in the summer, and we hit it off. She believes in physical networking above all else. And when we met, I was kind of all digital, online, app-based networking. So when we met, it was almost like this. But thankfully, we both had been around for long enough that we knew that each other, was a good person and a successful person. And so we were very open to what each other had to say. And, I think we quickly kind of taught each other some things about networking, even though in our own respective arenas, we were pretty darn good at it.
Right.
And one of the things that I think we both were reminded about is networking is, some people see it as, people are out there asking you for something, or they're thirsty. But I think where it intersects in the right way is meaningful relationships.
Right.
If you can network with people and make the most meaningful relationship, you can network with anybody. You can network with somebody who wants to sell you something, or you want to sell them something.
Right.
But if you network with somebody where it's not necessarily about who wants to sell somebody something,
right,
but somehow you two or three together are better than you are apart,
exactly,
then that's what it's truly about. With us, the reason why we turn down about 50% of the projects that come to us is we just don't feel like they're meaningful enough projects. We want and would like more meaningful clients. The clients that we keep are ongoing clients that we have a relationship with, and we do things for them every day, every other day. It's an ongoing thing. The one and done clients, those are nice, to get a project, give you some checks,
right,
but it typically doesn't lead to a long lasting, meaningful business relationship.
Exactly.
If you were to break down, unfortunately, this is a uncomfortable way of looking at networking, but if you break down networking by ROI, return on investment, and you assess a relationship, you ask yourself, how valuable is this relationship to me? How valuable am I to them? And if you start to look at things like that, you may just find that you don't have many, positive ROI relationships or networking relationships in your life. And and that just means
so true,
that we all can go out and make more meaningful connections.